At Montgomery College, we always look at what the learners need in the classroom in order to succeed on the job. Pharmacy tech was developed much like many of our other programs. We looked at the labor data and saw that it is a field where students with a short amount of training can quickly and easily get jobs in that field, and there's also a lot of room for growth in healthcare.
We really focus on trying to incorporate civics integration that's connected to a specific content area. So for example, my students, they want to become pharmacy technicians. And so this is a pharmacy technician class. And how does civics integration specifically impact the civics engagement and social behavior of a pharmacy technician?
I like to think about the idea of civics more in terms of empowerment, so giving students a better understanding of how to operate in the societal systems around them. Culture is a huge part of that, and I think culture gets woven into pretty much everything. So, if the task is get information from customers or patients, then they have to do it in a culturally appropriate way or a workplace appropriate way. They have to do it without asking questions that violate someone's rights, for example.
The goal is for the students to feel that they have a good understanding of their rights and responsibilities in the workplace. With the healthcare system, or with pharmacy in particular, we do have to start with the larger healthcare system. That's a big topic, right? But we broke it down into its sort of basic components: payers, providers, patients, Medicare, Medicaid, and then the pharmacy, the pharmacy technician's role within that larger system. The laws, the rules, and there are many policies that pharmacy technicians need to understand. And so how do we do that? Through a lot of role play. Pharmacy technicians need to communicate with lots of people, with patients, with pharmacists, with other pharmacy technicians, with doctors over the telephone. So we practice a lot. We also work on scenarios. Students look at scenarios that they'll see in their daily work life and evaluating how the pharmacy technician's behavior was appropriate or not appropriate, under the law or under the policies or under the guidelines. And that's really a great opportunity for students to sort of see real life situations and understand what their role is going to be. Sometimes we use case law, case studies to evaluate real things that happened in real time, in addition to sort of imaginary scenarios.
My advice to other curriculum developers would be to try a backwards design approach and focus on the end goals. So think about what students need to be able to do to get the job and to be successful on the job, to keep the job. Really focus on the industry content area first, and then think about what language flows out of that, what language needs flow out of that. Break that down into different components as needed. And then also think about the civics and the cultural aspects and the rights and responsibilities that all flow out of that actual performance on the job.
I think understanding your place in a society is really important. And by introducing a civics component in an ESOL classroom, students are really able to start to learn where they fit.